You know, I know a lot of people want to become better shooters. A lot of people who start off playing basketball probably suck at shooting. I was one of them. You know, I improved a lot over time, and I'm gonna give y'all tips. We're gonna give y'all tips. Want to be Steph Curry and want to be Klay Thompson. We're gonna give y'all tips on how to become better shooters because that's basically the majority of our basketball game. It's what we do. It's what we're best at, and a lot of things go into becoming a better shooter. All right, so one of the first things I think you should do to become a better shooter is develop a routine. Ever since I started coming to this gym, I've been able to develop a routine, and it's made me a lot better of a shooter. Basically, a simple thing to do would just be do form shots close to the basket like this. For me, I shoot from every spot on the court. I make 9 form shots going around the basket, and then I shoot a shot from every mid-range spot and every three-point shot to get my jumper warmed up. So when it comes to a game, I'm not, saying, I'm not making an excuse like, oh, I didn't shoot from here, so that's why I'm missing. Like, I get a shot from every spot to get warm and get a feel for the game. And I think that's one of the most important things to become a better shooter. You got to work on your form, obviously, by doing form shots, but you also got to get warmed up from every part of the court.
The one thing I love to do is get my hands right on the ball. So a lot of people like hold the ball anywhere they fucking want to. They be shooting like that. That's not how to shoot. You want to hold the ball properly. So I keep my hands like on the lines. That's like my feel point. It's where I feel comfortable. And I always have the offhand like on the side of the ball. That's just like how you're supposed to shoot it. And then you kind of, it depends. Some people like it like in the middle of the ball, but I like mine a little bit like off to the side. It just gives me like more grip of the ball. And once you shoot it, make sure your arm is like an L. And then you kind of want to, what my coaches always said is put your hand in the cookie jar. That's what you kind of want to do. You want to flick it up like that. I would say I make it, but I'm just giving an example. That's like how you kind of have to hold the basketball. I mean, it also depends though. If you are holding the ball a different way and you are making them, I would really say don't change your jump shot.
Personally, I think one of the most important things is practicing. You're not going to get better unless you play in games. What got me a lot better was obviously form shooting, like I said in my first step. But one of the most important things is practicing in games and playing games, because you're not going to become better unless you play in-game situations. And that's how I got a lot better at shooting. What I think was one of the most important things is being in a game and feeling that game pressure. It'll help you get more comfortable and be a lot better in game situations. Because at the end of the day, that's really what you're getting better for. You're getting better to perform better in games, whether that be pickup games or organized basketball games.
Another tip I got is accuracy. You need accuracy to shoot the ball, of course. And 2 things I did to get better for accuracy, like actually just like shoot off the side of the backboard. I swear, it gives you, because people don't have accuracy. If you can consistently hit the middle and just keep doing this, and go in form too, hit the side, you get good at it, you get pretty good accuracy. Also, banks. Banks are really, really underrated. Like, you need good accuracy to consistently hit banks. So, and obviously, when you shoot, you want to go for the top of the square. Just hit it right there. So, that's it. I missed, but okay. But I'm just saying, banks and shooting off the side of the backboard will help with accuracy. That's what helped me. So
the last thing I'd say is use your legs. You know, I don't really jump much with my jump shot, but it really matters how you position your legs. I know somebody that shoots like this, all right? We ain't gonna name names, but if you're watching this video, you know who you are. You shoot like this. That's not good. What you gotta do is about shoulder width apart, and you gotta straighten them out. You gotta aim it towards the basket. It's the easiest way to use your legs and help you balance out your shot to be able to aim at the hoop and make it. Another thing I'd like to do is release at the top of my head. That's another thing I was taught by a good shooter. I bring the ball up to the top of my head and I shoot over most people. Contests aren't really that good at me because I could just shoot over them.
All right, my final tip: become a better shooter at all ranges of the court. This is what I like to do. I do this before game. I do this every single time I come here. I always start here too. Whenever you start shooting, I prefer to start shooting close and then work your way back. It's always the best option. Don't ever just come to a gym and just start shooting threes. Never do that. Horrible.
Facts, I learned the hard way.
But always, that's what I love to do. I just sit here. Once you make it, go from the spot, take a step back, do the same thing, and until you make it. Hey, you miss sometimes. Just keep going. Look at, then take another step back, shoot it. I miss. Oh well. Also, if you want to become a better shooter, but once you miss, you go up one more, and then you have to make it. That's elite though. That's like shit. That's like college shit right there. I ain't no college. I ain't no college basketball player, but that's some things. And then also free throws too. Quick note: free throws will help too. Just getting your form down and everything. Free throws are a big part of the game too.
Lastly, the most important thing to me, if you want to be a good shooter, is being confident. If you're not confident, your shot's not going to go in. A lot of times I get in my head and I'm like, I suck. But in reality, I'm usually one of the best shooters every time I step on the court. And you got to have confidence. You got to believe that you're one of the best, or else you won't be the best. You got to have that motivation. You got to have that mentality that you are good and you are one of the best at what you do. Otherwise, you're not going to make any progress and you're not going to be good. If you're in your head, if you think you suck, you are going to suck. The best thing to be successful is to not be in your head and to be confident and believe you are good at what you do. But that's going to wrap up the video. I hope, some of you guys use this to help become a better shooter. I consider me and wannabe Steph Curry here good shooters. And, a lot of the stuff we talked about today helped us become better shooters. I'm going to insert a clip of how I used to shoot and how I shoot now. And there's a significant improvement because of the things that I did in this video. So hopefully, in a couple months, if this video does well, maybe some of y'all could come back and tell me that you became a better shooter because of this video, and that would be awesome.